What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? What's up, you guys? Welcome to the ICanB show, where we talk about everything we could be on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Back again on Monday. I am your host, ICB, and I am very happy to be here. What's up, y'all? We made it to a new week. We is back in full attack, ready to just, conquer the things that we, look to achieve in life, and we're just on our way. No matter how's your day looking, how your day started, I just want you to know that you do still have breath in your body. You are still at the Lord's will and His mercy, and if you just allow yourself to fall into alignment with Him, to take a heed to the things that He is putting on your spirit, then you will be just fine. It's in Proverbs, if you listen to the Lord, you won't stumble. But if you don't listen to if you don't listen to the Lord, it's always going to be that thing in the back of your mind, you really didn't listen, are you really prepared? Did you do everything that you could do? And, it's just, the life we live is already enough. You already have a lot of responsibilities on your plate, things that you have to deal with from day to day. So you could at least give yourself the upper hand of doing what the Lord says, of doing the Lord's work, of being in the best position possible for your life. And He knows you. He knows you from the inside out. He knows the things that, He knows the things that motivate you. He knows the things that, are your triumphs or your testimonies. He knows every single meticulous part of who you are and where, every tunnel goes. So you have to trust that the Lord is purposeful in the things that He does. He loves you very much, and He is always looking to renew you, restore you, and to keep you on your path, to keep you on this golden bridge of glory. So I just pray that all of you out there, under the sound of my voice, gets what you need today, whether that's from the Lord, that's from me, from yourselves. Be optimistic. Keep your eyes open. Keep your heart open. Keep your energy open so that you can receive the King. So that's my opening statement. I'm not going to keep you guys too long, but that's also another tips from a perseverer kind of vibes, right? And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I have a series on Instagram right now called Tips from a Perseverer, where I give tips on how to persevere throughout life every Tuesday and Thursday. So go and check that out. It's a great time. So yeah, thanks for tuning in with the girl, and that's why I'm here every single week, making sure that I do this really as like a lifeline for me. It just helps keep me on track, keeps me living in an environment in alignment with a truth that satisfies me and fulfills me. So whatever you can take from that as well, take it. But like I said, every Tuesday and Thursday we got Tips from a Perseverer on Instagram. So see y'all over there. All right. So this week, our topic of the week, funny, ironic, is perseverance. Now, perseverance, what does it look like? What does it feel like? How is it done? Throughout my entire life, I've been a perseverer. I have just broken through different modes and placements that people set for me. And I'm proud to say that in my authenticity, I realized that, in fact, I can't be stopped. I may be defeated. I may have battles that I don't win, but I am a conqueror, in the sense that makes sense for the God and His storyline for me in the moment. So I take that in stride, and I'm very happy about it, and I'm very happy that I can live in my truth and say, hey, I've been somewhere. We all been somewhere. We all lived a life, but I've persevered through that, and I refuse to allow myself to be demolished. So something in that. It's important to be grateful that you can still watch this video. Be grateful that you're still part of this environment. Be grateful that you still have the opportunities in front of you to do whatever you want to do. You know, there is no, it's not over to the fat lady sing. You feel me? And even when she get up there, you know, so it's like really a positive thing to understand the mercy and the glory and the grace on your life. So when we talk about perseverance, I just got a few steps for y'all on how to persevere throughout life. Like I said, big Vanna, big G's. You know what I'm saying? Big perseverer. You know what I'm saying? So my tips that I want to do, I kind of want to break it down for y'all. So the first tip on how to persevere throughout life, if there's anybody out there struggling on persevering any type of way, I just want you to know, like, one thing that really helps me is having a set order and a foundation around me that will feel like second nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to create a foundation around you that makes sense, that keeps you in a discipline, keeps you in a order, keeps you in a way of being that makes you feel successful, that makes you feel like you're putting those building blocks one by one up, and before you know it, you'll have your wall, you'll have your fortress, right? And you know, it's unstoppable. Like, you know, they say, like, you know, you live in the will of Jesus. Jesus, his throne cannot be destroyed. So if God is putting something on your heart, if he wants you to, let's say, you know, like, create a life around you where you work and you record and you create content, whatever that looks like for you, whatever you want to do in life, you want to create simple ways of getting it done, right? Does not have to be extravagant, does not have to be a full-fledged, you know, production. It just has to make sense. It has to be in accordance with who you are, and something that can have you feeling like you're creating a foundation around you that serves you well, and that is a response to the truth that is inside of you. Okay? So that's my first tip. You know, create a foundation that looks like you and that is you. Fire. Excuse me. So the second one is have goals that scare you. Now, we all got goals in life. We all got places that we want to be and see. And I challenge you to really fall into the ones that scare you. Fall into the ones that feel out of your reach. You know, I currently have a dream in my mind, a prophecy, if you will. And it's terrifying. Some days I ask myself, God, how am I supposed to do this? How am I supposed to do this? Like, it's like, because it already, like, because, all right, when you have dreams that scare you, dreams that are so high, in your day-to-day interactions, like, stuff that you encounter, you know that it's all for the betterment and the better purpose of who you are, and building up your character, building up your perseverance, and then your character, and then your hope. It's a constant road. Like, it's not a snap your fingers and they get there. You know, you have to, like, let go of where you think you're going to end up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, just know that you can see where you're going, but you're not going to understand the entire journey. So why are you tripping over the small stuff, meticulous stuff? Like, you can trip over the way you do your makeup, the way you do your hair, the way you get dressed. You can be meticulous when it comes to that stuff, but you can't control too many, you know, people, places, things. Like, that's not really within your reach to try to pivot in a direction that you see as optimal or strategic or anything of the sorts. Like, you have to be committed. Ooh, excuse me. You have to be committed to the journey and, like, having fun along the way, and, like, losing the control aspects. If you know you're destined for greatness, you're destined for greatness. And my first tip was to create a foundation. That foundation should be pouring into you enough. If you are a singer, a songwriter, you know, if you're creating a foundation around you, that every single week that you're practicing that, you are creating time, space, and opportunity for you to fine-tune your skills, that is perfect. But if you have a session at 10 o'clock and you go to the session and you realize that the studio closed early for the day, you cannot break down like a baby in front of the session and think that your life is never going to work out. It's not that deep, sis, bro. It's not that deep. It's actually just prompting you, all static, to stay on your way, stay on your path, and do it with the optimism of knowing that God got it. It's not in your hands. It's not in the world's hands. It's not in nobody's hands. It is, in fact, to be unraveled, to be revealed to you over time. And the things that you have and the things that you want in this life are bigger than anything that you could have imagined, anything that you could have said and depicted, So it's important to allow God, the glorious one, the big one, to unveil himself to you and to like everything that he's capable of doing, which you don't truly know that. Like I said, God knows you particularly. He knows your wants, he knows your needs, he knows your downsides, your upsides, he knows your insecurities, he knows your pain, your triumphs, your victories, your strengths, your, all that. So it's important to release control, but also have those goals that scare you, so they keep you on an upward momentum, an upward path, an upward way of being. So that's my kind of, tips on how to be a perseverer, So yeah, just create a foundation that makes sense for you, that feels like second nature, that allows you to work on your gifts, your talents, and abilities in a safe way, in a way that makes time, space, like it's sense for you. And then, have dreams that scare you. So go for it, go for it, go for it. They tie into each other, but don't overthink it, because you can't dictate the path, even if you know where you're going. Okay? Well, shoot, that might change. So just be grateful and be 10 toes down, with, in the mud, in the dirt, with the king. So it's important. Plant many seeds. Now, perseverers always have something up their sleeve, and they're always constantly thinking of opportunities that best suit them, right? So when I say plant many seeds, if you're looking for a job, don't just send your resume to one place. Send your resume to a bunch of places, tons of places, okay? Put yourself in position to be able to grow and expand in different avenues. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there, to meet different people, to experience life from a perspective of, this was presented to me and I'm going to take up on the opportunity, and I'll make the best of the opportunities that present themselves to me. So, plant many seeds. So school, if you're interested in different things, figure out educational resources that would fine-tune you to go and to have that be a part of your life and your lifestyle. The arts, same thing. If you like art, go to an art museum, meet people who work at art museums, pick up flyers for art programs, go to art programs. When I say plant many seeds, constantly be looking for something that intrigues your interest and is giving you a space, an environment for you to grow as a person. And then people, like I said, like kind words. You plant seeds by being kind. You plant seeds by being courteous. You plant seeds by being in love with life. So if you're in love with life, then you shouldn't have to worry too much about things that don't matter. I don't know where this coming from, but when it comes to people, y'all be nice, because you never know when you'll meet somebody, bump into somebody, see a familiar face, and a lot of times like that stuff, it does carry weight. So yeah, and then I guess like finally is like have an on the road mentality. Now, people are on the road, they are organized, their clothes is folded, it's packed in their backpack, they're going from point A to B They're doing what they have to do in their lives. They're on a schedule. They're strict. They're disciplined. But they also leave they also leave room for food time, for expanding in life, for loving, for peace. So I just say, like, put that backpack on. Don't ever underestimate, like, your purpose in life and your ability to put one foot in front of the other, and your ability to really just kind of be on your way under your own terms, on your own terms, within your own dreams, within your own mission, within your own frequency of self. This is a journey of falling in love with yourself, and then falling in love with the world, because you understand how much love is necessary, because you first needed it, gave it to yourself, and now you realize, like, wow, this is some really good stuff. Everybody deserves that love. That inner child in you deserves that love, that consideration, that heart posture, that creativity, that that get back, like, that you can do it. Please, go back out there and try again. So we're all, in a lot of ways, like they say, like, discontinued children. And I like to hold on to a certain perspective of who I am. From a child standpoint, just staying creative, staying within love, and staying within light. So, y'all, at the end of the day, stay on your way. Like, do what's healthy for you. Do what is commanded from you, from the Lord, from the will on His life, from the dreams and the goals that you have that's scary to you. Do what matters to you to keep you afloat in a world that's ever changing. Change is the only thing that's constant around here. So that's why you got to get up and stay on your foundation, and be curious and be intrigued by the things that you are doing in life, because, well, my friend, you're lit. You're perfect. You're popping. So it's important to pour into the soul that you have, that wants to come out and interact with the world. So thank you guys so much for checking in with your girl on this ICanB Monday. I hope this was a good one. I love you guys all so much for, once again, always checking in with me. Have a beautiful week. It is Labor Day weekend, so be safe, enjoy yourselves, and do what it do with the nitty gritty. Get down on it, boom, get down on it, boom. Until next time, grace.